The summer of 2025 marked one of the boldest overhauls in the history of Liverpool FC. Under the guidance of Arne Slot, the Anfield side spent close to €480 million, an amount that forced the entire European football landscape to take notice. Fresh off their 2024-2025 Premier League triumph, instead of reinforcing selectively as they had done in previous years, the club's hierarchy, led by John W. Henry and Fenway Sports Group, opted for a sweeping reconstruction. 6 new signings arrived, spanning from attack to defense, with the ambition of reshaping the squad and ushering Liverpool into a new era. Yet, elite football rarely follows straightforward arithmetic. More than half a season in, that €480 million project reveals a canvas filled with both light and shadow, where expectation and reality continuously collide. The most expensive acquisition was Alexander Isak, who cost €145 million from Newcastle United FC. On paper, Isak seemed the perfect fit, a modern striker capable of intelligent movement, clinical finishing, and proven Premier League pedigree. He was expected to become the new focal point in attack, especially as several long-serving stars edged beyond their peak years. Reality, however, proved harsher. After 16 appearances, yielding just 3 goals and 1 assist, Isak suffered a serious injury, reportedly a broken leg in late December, ruling him out for an extended period. At a time when Liverpool needed a reliable goalscorer to sustain momentum in the race for a top 5 finish, their record signing was absent. The €145 million fee suddenly felt less like an investment and more like an invisible burden, resurfacing every time the team struggled in front of goal. In contrast, Florian Wirtz, a €125 million arrival from Bayer 04 Leverkusen, has delivered value in a quieter, steadier manner. Wirtz's numbers, 6 goals and 8 assists in 35 matches, may not scream explosiveness, but his influence on the team's structure is undeniable. As Slot seeks greater control and positional discipline, Wirtz has become the creative nucleus, orchestrating tempo and unlocking defensive blocks. His contribution lies not merely in statistics, but in the coherence he brings to Liverpool's evolving identity. The brightest spark on the scoresheet has been Hugo Ekitike. Signed for €95 million, Ekitike has emerged as the standout performer among the new arrivals. With 16 goals and 6 assists in 38 appearances, he has shouldered the attacking burden in Isak's absence. His pace, movement off the ball, and composure in the penalty area have made him Liverpool's most consistent offensive threat. If one face best represents the first half of this ambitious rebuild, it is undoubtedly Ekitike's. Defensively, the picture is more complicated. Milos Kerkez, who cost nearly €47 million, has featured regularly but has yet to fully justify his price tag. He provides energy and width, yet consistency remains elusive. On the opposite flank, Jeremy Frimpong, acquired for €40 million, showcased explosive pace early on before being derailed by recurring minor injuries. The stop-start nature of his season has prevented Liverpool's right side from achieving sustained rhythm. The most unfortunate case is that of Giovanni Leone. The €21 million young centre-back managed only a single appearance before suffering an ACL injury that ruled him out for the entire season. What was meant to be a long-term investment must now wait at least another year for evaluation. With 3 of the 6 signings significantly hampered by injuries, Slot's admission that he has effectively used less than €250 million of his investment rings true. On paper, Liverpool boasts one of Europe's most expensive squads. In practice, a substantial portion of that capital remains confined to the treatment room. Compounding the issue is the visible decline of established stars. Mohamed Salah, a symbol of Liverpool's golden era, is experiencing a noticeable dip in form. The explosive bursts that once defined him have lost their sharpness, and his trademark finishes lacked their previous precision. More significantly, under Slot's more structured system, Salah is no longer the undisputed focal point of every attacking sequence. The tactical shift toward collective control has reduced reliance on individual brilliance. When physical decline intersects with the ego of a legendary figure adjusting to diminished centrality, friction becomes inevitable. Alongside Salah, Cody Gakpo has struggled for consistency. Expected to thrive under a fellow Dutch manager and add versatility across the front line, Gakpo has instead appeared uncertain, neither dominant on the wing nor authoritative centrally. His hesitancy in decisive moments has further blunted an attack already weakened by Isak's absence. The transition from the high-octane, heavy-metal football of Jurgen Klopp to Slot's possession-oriented philosophy is at the heart of Liverpool's current identity crisis. Under Klopp, Liverpool thrived on relentless pressing, chaotic transitions, and emotional intensity. Slot aims for structured control, positional discipline, and calculated build-up. In his first season, he blended both approaches. This year, however, his firmer commitment to positional play has left Liverpool caught between two worlds, no longer pressing with former ferocity, yet not sufficiently refined in possession to suffocate opponents. The 2-1 defeat to Wolves encapsulated this paradox. Liverpool dominated possession, fired nearly 20 shots and earned numerous corners, yet produced minimal genuine threat in open play. Control without cutting edge. Compared to last season, the forwards' output has nearly halved. Injuries explain part of the downturn, but not all. The deeper issue concerns identity replacement. Isak is a penalty box predator, but lacks the connective pressing and selfless link-up play once embodied by Roberto Firmino. Weirds is a creative genius, but needs stable runners and finishers around him. Frimpong and Kerkez offer speed, but not the orchestration once provided by prior generations of full-backs. Meanwhile, stalwarts like Van Dijk and Alisson are entering the twilight years of their careers, unable to shoulder the burden indefinitely. Slot's candid communication has both helped and hindered. His criticism of the Premier League's increasing reliance on set pieces sounded philosophical when Liverpool won. It feels ironic when the team struggles to convert numerous corners in crucial matches. Words that once reflected conviction now risk amplifying scrutiny. Still, judging the entire project midway through its evolution would be premature. Positive signs exist: Ekitike's steady scoring, Wirtz's growing chemistry, flashes of resurgence from Gakpo. If Isak returns fully fit, if Frimpong breaks free from injury setbacks, and if Slot strikes a better balance between control and pragmatism, Liverpool's trajectory could yet shift upward. A €480 million overhaul rarely yields instant harmony. Such transformation alters dressing room hierarchy, tactical habits, and psychological foundations. Liverpool today are not simply a team in decline, they are a construction site mid-development. The challenge is that elite football grants little patience. Money can purchase talent, but not immediate cohesion. Slot now faces the defining test of his tenure, molding expensive fragments into a collective capable of competing for the highest honors. If he reconciles the club's historic intensity with his structured vision, Liverpool may enter a new cycle of success. If not, that €500 million gamble will linger as a reminder that ambition without synchronization can leave even the grandest projects suspended between promise and reality.